Of Mercenaries, the lightest race so far. It comes down to the 73 mercenary cards that is in the game. They have been here for a while, but there is a thing going here that you could play the Guild of Mercenaries, and your only objective is to get the other races to buy mercenaries, and that's really good in a sense because you don't have to care about really anything at all, but then you can socially interact and enjoy the greatness of the game. The game is in development. Good. So let's go through the basics. You have of course seen the mercenary video, so you know about that probably. They have four simple goals. They want to go through the whole of the mercenary deck. So when someone takes two, then they put them back there. So when they have gone through them all, then you have fulfilled your first goal. Then they want to have all races accept the guild contract. All that kind, of course. The Necrovars and Java and the Agabe kind of course. The guild contract is like this, but I'll show you that first. Have hired out 20 mercenaries, I feel is a good number. It could be higher if you want to be more strict with goals. And have a guild house so that their development radius covers all planets. And your guild houses are like this. You build them on planets. Neutral or if you have a guild contract with a race, then you can build them there, and the radius is two hexes. So this one could support units out there because there are two things that they are doing. They are doing construction workers, and they are doing the combat mech that is mercenary mech. Let's read this one. Deploy. It costs 2 resources to be placed on any planet within 2 hexes of a guild house. But you can also buy it for just 1 resources in your own planets. For other races, of course. But they don't have any sustained damage, so they retreat after they take 1 hit, but they don't die in that sense. So that's good for them. So your goal is to have one of these so that it covers all of the galaxy and the second part, if there is a second part as well. That's good. And so let's do the guild contract. The guild can build guild houses on your planet, so this is what you give to other races. So when they read them, they can hire guild workers and guild mercenaries, and join the auctions. And mercenary units can be hired from any system with a guild house if they have military alliance with that system's race. So that's of course useful as well. That if you have then you can deploy units anywhere that you have contact. The construction worker is a nice one. If you pay, of course, 2 resources, it increases the total resource production of a planet or a space dock by 3 this turn. So that means that you can go, if you have like this, then Terra, and 2 is too little to build, but it doesn't have any space dock, so it can only build the resources worth of 2. So when you throw this one there, then it's up to 5, and that means you can get a dreadnought and something, a fighter there or something. Or of course it's the same thing with the space dock, but the space dock of course use the resources. It triples the resources because no. Okay, and that was the mech as well. That is covered. They have a limited amount of promissory notes, just because there are some things they can actually trade, but they don't need to use them the rest doesn't work for them. These are the mechs, the mercenary units that are units in the mechs, in the mercenaries. Some of them have unit status, which of course means that they are being placed on the board. Like this one, they have combats of different sorts. But then there's a thing here. There are units that you cannot buy yourself. So there is an X on those mercenaries, because most of these guys you can hire yourself and use them. But some of them, because you cannot use, because you do not use technologies or plots or laws, and of course no base units. So all mercenaries that contain to these things you cannot hire. So because you interact with the mercenary pile the same way as anyone else, you pay one influence and look at 2 cards. But if there's one of these, then you don't look at it, but you just take another one. Okay, let's do the rest of the building a guild house costs 1 resources, but you get 1 trade good per 2 guild houses per turn, and they don't go away if you have a guild contract with the owner of the planet. Max 1 per system. Can be built on neutral planets, independent planets, and races with planets with whom you have a contract within 2 systems of a guild house. So you need to have a guild house here to build a guild house there. Oh, I didn't show you building here. So you need to spread out like so. And these ones start at Megaton Rex, because there's a different starting scenario for these ones. And they do 1 auction per turn on their turn. So that means that they all from the best. They have looked at many mercenaries, so the best one they decide to let's auction this one, and then the other races have an auction and decide how much they're gonna pay for it. So they don't have to pay this one if someone doesn't give, but at least half of this price is a base cost, of course. This is a good mercenary, yeah, good. And then, I told you already, this one. Mercenary can be placed in any system with alliance. Yes, that's actually it. It is really simple. And of course, nothing else to do. It's a social game, but you have leverage, because you can do it like good guy and bad guy thingy. Because in the beginning, you of course, when you get planets that are neutral, you of course place your mechs on them, and of course I played it this way, that I gave planets to races that had hired a mercenary the round that they were coming to one of my planets, and that works. But of course there are different ways to do it. But it's because you don't actually get any benefits from the planets, because you don't use any resources. Oh yes, of course you use resources because you need the influences to buy these, and of course all mercenary interaction is at half cost for you. So if you're gonna hire this guy, it's half a resource. So you're gonna hire 2 of these cheap ones per turn, and that's it. Yep. Bye bye.